in your cinema, the hearing is something as much important as seeing. It's something that, especially when I see the priest and when I see all the intervals in Into the Abyss, it's about knowing how to hear and how to make things appear. And in your cinema and your whole films, I think that's something very important.
And of course, moments of silence, if I may add that. And in my last films that last week I filmed on death row, and I speak to someone who will be executed soon, and he answers something, and I do not ask anything else, and I leave him in silence, because what he said has so much weight that I leave things in silence. And there is one moment, I don't know whether I can show the full silence, a homicide detective speaks about a murder case which is so bad that I cannot even explain everything. A little girl, 1.5 years old, was murdered in an exorcism. Demons, the parents believed there were demons in it, Satan. The devil was in her, and they murdered her in a way that is, you cannot describe it and you cannot imagine. And the homicide detective says, together with my colleagues, we have 100 years of experience. I have been on this job for 37 years, and I have seen crime scenes where there were 5 victims on the floor. And what I have seen here, I have never seen before or after. End of statement. And he looks straight in the camera and is silent. And he's silent for full 2.5 minutes, which is an eternity in a film. You can tell half a film, but probably it's too long. I filmed until you could not hold it any longer. And sometimes I organize silences. Sometimes I organize little sounds and work with the sounds. And I have understood the importance of this, because when I was 18, 19, there was a group of friends of mine, 8 of us, all of us wanted to make films. And we decided we would help each other. What happened was this. 4 of them never started to shoot. They somehow could not overcome the hurdles of scratching together a little bit money. There were 4 people, 4 young men who made their films. 3 of them failed because of sound. I was the only one who finished his film. And all of a sudden, I realized how important sound was. And sometimes when I'm in a cinema, in a theater, I don't even have to look at the screen. Just by hearing what's going on, within 60 seconds, I would know this is a very good filmmaker, or this is a very bad one. You can tell. So please take sound seriously. Work with sound. It's very easy to have a little microphone. Work with sound. Collect ambiences. I do it until today when I'm on a set. I go out early in the morning and I want to hear how does the traffic sound, how the first birds sounding. I collect in a scene, somebody comes in the door and I hear it's a little squeaky noise. I would ask the sound man, go very, very close and let's record it. We record it a couple of times. And in editing, I put that little sound into it more prominently. And all of a sudden, a film becomes very, very rich. The texture very, very often comes from sound. So, and every one of you can do it very, very easily. It doesn't cost you any money. It doesn't cost much effort, but you have to pay attention and you have to understand the world as if you were blind and you would only rely on what you hear. Pretend to be blind and start to listen. And that's what is of essential importance.